And finally, at number 1, I have Blue Moon City. So this has been a game I've been wanting to play for a long time. I suppose you could call it one of the remaining few Reini Knizia games that I'd yet to play, at least of the bigger variety. I had played Blue Moon Legends, and this game is poles apart from that. So Blue Moon Legends is more of a dueling style game. This one a bit more Eurocentric in the way that it works, as you're moving around this grid of tiles, trying to cash in cards against these requirements, and hopefully win the influence of these tiles by having the most of your kind of influence markers on there by the time it is fully cashed in. When you complete a tile, you'll normally get these crystals, which you'll cash in this obelisk at the centre of the board, and it's going to be a race to get to a certain amount of obelisk cash-ins, which slowly get more expensive as you go. But you want to get 5 cashed in before the other players do, at least depending on the player count. That might change slightly. So quite a simple game system. Again, moving around this grid, cashing in the cards, getting rewards. You can piggyback off other players' efforts. But I suppose my favourite thing about this game is the fact that these cards that you're using to cash in are multi-purpose, because they each have a unique ability assigned to them, which might let you move around the grid faster, or it might give you a discount on cashing in against the obelisk, or some cards might act as wilds. So sometimes you do need to differentiate or categorise these cards in your head to know what you're going to use for what, kind of plan a route around this grid, because you don't have infinite movement, so you want to be moving efficiently and not wasting your turns. This game is sheerly a game of efficiency, but I do like the way that each time a tile is completed, it's going to flip over to the reverse side, and then whenever you complete a tile surrounding that tile, you get an increased bonus, which is really cool. So it does have a nice forward momentum to this game, as well as the game board not only becomes tighter, but it becomes more lucrative, and certain locations might be that much more inviting based on other locations that have been completed around it. So certainly Knizia-esque, you can see his DNA all over this game. So streamlined, good decisions. Sometimes you are a little bit dependent on top decking, getting the exact right colours into your hand. But there are ways around that where you can discard cards to draw more cards at the end of your turn. And all in all, it works very well. Again, extremely nice flow to this one. And I'm probably going to end up liking this one more than I initially do. So when I first played it, I thought, this is fine. It's a little bit slow, a little bit plodding. But by the end of the game, I was really enjoying it. And I think this one has potential to climb for me. And it maybe eventually reach a commendation. So that is Blue Moon City at number 1.